Alrighty, welcome back to Bias's Guide tutorials video. Not really tutorials at this point, this is more like matchup, knowledge, exemplification. And I get every weird character that nobody plays that I don't really know how to fight. Okay. So Juri is really strong in version 2012, allegedly. I haven't seen too much of 2012 Juri. But I do know that Juri's pinwheel kick is a phenomenal wake-up option. It stops a lot of guys' pressure, and it's fairly safe, even on block, so... or even when blocked, so it's a pretty good way to just avoid guys' pressure entirely, which... pretty much, if you can avoid guys' pressure entirely, you win the round in most instances. I'm not really sure how specifically to fight her as Guy. From the Guy standpoint, I know how she can fight Guy, but I don't really know how Guy can fight her. As you can see, I'm kind of just getting walked all over here. Doing my best. She just gave me a break. Do you like that? You like that trickiness? Oh! Wanted the reset. Them diminishing returns were too scary. I went for the reset and I got it. Technology, baby. Isn't that what they say? Technology. Oh! So, from what it's looking like, I don't really... That move, I don't know how to punish it. The little dive kick thing. Is it possible to punish it? Well, that kind of... Well, there's that. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Took a guess there. See? It stops everything. That thing's hitbox. It's not safe on block, but okay, so note to self. Punch, run, slide. Or scratch your nose, because you don't expect her to do it again. And lose the game because of it. That was a very simple stand medium into EX shoulder FADC ultra to win the round. That was a good guess. Pinwheel? No, but that one's safe. Oh, gimmicks! Okay, now you're in there. Not the fireballs. Ooh, frame traps! Let's go! Okay, can I react to that with crouch medium? How difficult is that? Let me just see here. Can you dive kick me, lady? God, that is so fast. There's no way. There's like no way to react to that, unless you see her jump and you just try it for the hell. Even then, it comes out too fast. Like, gosh. I wish I could offer some sort of advice. I don't really... She's just crazy. I mean, as we found out, the EX pinwheel can be baited and punished with stand strong into run slide, which will give you a hard knockdown, which will give you more pressure. You can't really mess with her with Bushin flips on wake up because the EX pinwheel will knock you out of it, so that's not good. You kind of have to play solid there. Her fireballs can control space fairly well, so getting in on her is not easy unless she does the dive kick to come in on you. And even if she does the dive kick, it seems like they can make the dive kick safe, because, you know, there at the end, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I've already forgotten, I think she dive kicked and I punished with Bushin chain into super. But other times she was able to hit low enough that I couldn't punish. So be on the lookout for the ones you can actually punish. I think she finishes the full kick animation on the ones that you can punish. But beyond that, you just really you just gotta play solid against Juri. There's no matchup here. There is no matchup against Fuerte. He knocks you down, and you have three options: backdash, jump, reversal, block low. I guess you have four options. But the problem is, like, he has one option. He has options that beat three different things. You know, if he does the roundhouse and you try to jump, he hits you with the slide. If he does the slide and you try to backdash, he hits you with the slide. If you try to block low, he does that. If you try to bait a grab, if you, like, oh my god, there's nothing to say here. This is just balls, and this character needs to be deleted from the game. I'm sorry if you play El Fuerte. I hate this character more than anything in the entire game. I hate this character. I hate this character so much. He's such a joke. He's so fraudulent. Like, there's no matchup here. You just have to guess right. You just, like, if I want to play freaking tic-tac-toe, I won't play Street Fighter. Because here we go. Now I got the knockdown. Now what's he gonna do? He's gonna go with that. He's gonna go with that. Like, there we go. Got a hit there. Nothing off of it, though. Give me this hard knockdown. Yes, give me the punish. Gimmicks, let's go! Guy doesn't have gimmicks. You actually have to play smart with Guy. It's tragic. Yes, I read that correctly. I actually got a read on El Fuerte. Give me money. Oh! I should have done it again. I cannot believe. I was like, focus attack, and I was like, no, he's not going to do it again. Only an idiot. And he freaking did it again. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Nice lag there to sort of... Okay, keeping myself alive. So that's something I have learned. The few things I've learned about El Fuerte, of the few things, one of them is focus attack stops tostada press and the crouching slide roundhouse thing. I don't believe this guy just lets it rock, and I could have, like, mashed Brewski out. I blocked it correctly! Oh my god! I'm doing so good! I'm doing so well! God, Superman does good. Give me this! Yes, yes, you have no meter. You were crouching. Just end it, guy! Kill this Mexican bastard! And that's not a sentiment against all Mexicans. That's not a racist comment. That is a statement of fact that he is Mexican, and I also happen to think he is a bastard. He is not a bastard because he is Mexican. I'm not trying to offend anyone there. I got mad, and I hate that character. But that in no way illustrates my views on all Mexicans everywhere. I live in Texas. Many of my good friends have Mexican descent. So I have nothing against Mexicans, Mexican Americans, or any form of thing for that matter. Just like to put that out there. But I hate El Fuerte so much. I hate that character. Have I played you before? Was this the guy? Was this the Super Saiyan guy that was like, yes, this is the dude! He was like, I'm actually the best Akuma in the world. Don't let my points fool you. But now I got a corner contain on you, pal, so, okay, there we go. Every time, why do I do that? What am I expecting to happen? He does that, and I go for a grab. What am I expecting to do? Tech his air grab, if that's what's coming? You can't react to that. Don't fool yourself. Oh, really? Reach! Didn't reach. Oh, boy! Wait, he switched ultras. I'm sorry. Akuma's ultras are pretty bad. You have to be so clever to use them correctly. I would, honestly... Unless you are like an Akuma veteran God King, I would refrain from using Akuma's ultras. Didn't reach! Okay, we're just gonna panic, both of us. And I'm going to come out on top. It didn't work! Ooh, you like that prediction? Got them computer reflexes. That's like something the computer would do to you in arcade mode. Gosh, it wasn't actually a prediction. I didn't know he would jump. I just said to myself, well, from this spacing, what move do I have that would actually hit him? I have Roundhouse, and he just happened to jump into it. But we're going to call that a prediction, and don't tell nobody. Do I fight the person with the yellow bar? And the answer may surprise you. This guy knows what he's doing. I'm dead. Just so we know. What's important with Guy, above all things else, is to learn how to read your opponent. Guy is very much an Oki character who plays your wake up and does ambiguous cross-ups and things like that, with very damaging combos should he guess correctly. As such, you need to find out what they're going to do when they get knocked down, and you need to punish them for it and react accordingly. Oh boy, yep, yellow bar, bad idea. So this guy has given me the corner very easily. Okay, and then he got out. I was about to say, in this matchup, the corner is where you want him to be, so if he gives you the corner for free, take him up on that offer by all means. This lag. I'm going to see if I can punish that. I really don't think I can, though. I'll be honest with you. See, here's the problem. I have to go in on him, but... EX. He's so safe. Yeah, see, somehow I saw the gimmicks coming. I don't really know how I did it. No, sir. Why did you eat that? Okay, now he's got the entire screen to back up. This is bad. See, this is where I don't want to be. I have the life lead, though, barely, so if he tries to headbutt, I'm just going to punch him out of it, hopefully. I don't know if that was a punish. That hurt so much. Oh my god, and then I cracked and just went for the jump. I can't believe he EX. Why wouldn't he EX headbutt on wake up? It's completely freaking safe. That is the dumbest thing. Sorry, if I use my wake up option, I get punished for full damage. I feel like that should be something that happens to everyone, but never mind. Thank you for eating that, though. I appreciate it. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Ow! Oh, thank God he didn't back throw me. Of course, now he's going to jump to the other side and get the full screen. You are not going to get to throw me for free. I'm sorry. No, you can't throw me! I know you're trying to do it. What's funny is, he went the entire first round without using his command grab. He was trying to condition me to be like, I'm not a command grabbing Honda, I don't do that. And now he's like trying to throw a swinger on me where he's like, actually I'm going to command grab you. And I'm like, no, I know it's coming. See, what can I do here? If I try to jump, I get EX headbutted, I get anti-aired in some other way, like God knows what happens. What do I do? So I can walk up and try to throw him. I don't believe that just worked. Of course, he's probably thinking the same thing. He's like, I don't believe he just walked up through. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Big surprise! His throw does more damage than mine. Yes, I baited that! And now I'm going to walk up and throw you. Oh, this is just fun. So now I have the corner, which is exactly what I want against this clown. Oh! Woo! Woo! Oh no, he's in there. Don't fail me, execution, don't fail me now! My execution failed me. Ah, God! Now what? Now it's his game. He has a life lead. I have to go in. Wow! Autocorrects! We got him! No big deal. So stupid. I'm sorry. I think Honda is brain dead. Like, no offense to Mike Ross. I think he's a brilliant player. No offense to any Honda players, but I always, every time I fight a Honda, and I'm sure this isn't the case, so let me just clarify. I'm sure Honda takes a lot of skill to play. But every time I play against him, maybe it's just a Honda Guy matchup in which he's like this, but every time I play against a Honda, I feel like he's so brain dead. Like, you just sit there holding up back and wait for a guy to do something, and then press whatever button stops what guy's doing. And, like, I don't know what I can do when he's just full screen sitting there. It's like, there's nothing I can do. I have to try to find a way in, and there are so few ways to get in safely. Because if I go for a run into overhead, he can, first of all, EX headbutt it. Second of all, just block it. Third, he can sumo smash. I mean, he can do pretty much anything to stop the run slide, and even if stop the run overhead, and even if I do run into stop to try to bait something, say I run stop and he EX headbutts, he's safe on block, so it's not like I get a punish or anything. I actually just took chip damage for my trouble. Like, I just hate that character and I hate that matchup. It seems so impossible. And it also, and the real kicker is, it doesn't seem like Honda has to do anything to make it so difficult. He just stands there holding down back. That's all you have to do with Honda. And like I say, I think that's just the guy matchup. I'm sure against like Ryu or Sagat or people with fireballs and all kinds of other crazy stuff, it's actually a really, 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 really difficult to play Honda. And I respect that. But if you play Honda against Guy, it's just stupid. I mean, it's just a stupid matchup. It just is. Because as you just saw, you can't really even do an ambiguous cross-up on him when he has meter, because it auto-corrects the headbutt, and the startup on that thing is like, what, instant? Probably? I mean, I don't know how to safe jump it, and again, even if I safe jump it, it's not like I can get a punish, so I just took chip damage for my trouble. It's just unbelievable that he is safe on headbutt, in my opinion. You can do EX shoulder. As I saw that one time I did do a reversal EX shoulder and it hit him. I don't know if that's because he wasn't blocking, or if because it got nerfed since Super, or since AE, or if it was just the correct version of headbutt, because I know there is at least one of them that you actually can punish. I don't think you can punish EX headbutt, though. It's just asinine. I can't seem to find a match, so I'm going to give this a few more minutes. If I don't find a match, I'm just going to call it here and leave you with that fantastic Honda matchup. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I don't understand, like... And they buffed Honda, is the part that I'm so upset about. In AE 2012, they buffed Honda. Which maybe for other matchups he needed it, but what about Guy? What about Guy versus Honda? What do those Honda buffs mean for Guy? It means he gets screwed even harder. Like, ugh. Poor Guy. I feel like they can't really... Because he's been getting buffed since Super, pretty much, and it hasn't really made a huge difference because the flaw is inherent in his playstyle. If you buff anything about him too severely, Guy will be so overpowered, because he does have good wake-up and good mix-up options. But at the same time, if you just change the frame data on his moves, it's like, it's not really doing much. Because the problem with Guy is he has options to get in, but his options to stay in are not as strong as other characters. You know, he doesn't have a step kick like Abel. He doesn't have a command grab like Makoto to scare you off of blocking. Do I fight the yellow bar person? Gosh dang it. And yes, Guy has run stop, but at the same time, that's not... It's iffy, because it doesn't always get you right in front of them. Sometimes it still pushes you away a little bit, and, you know, after 2 successive run stops, you'll be, what the f... This guy's from what is this, Xianchang over here? Jeez! Ow, God! Am I done? Can I even, like, fight this? I mean, he did get nerfed. Yun did get nerfed. Oh! Wow, this guy's dropping combos. Probably the lag. Get baited! Oh my goodness! So, luckily, I am not without my Yun experience, my Yun matchup experience. You know, living in Texas, going to the arcade UFO on occasion, I have run into Xianchang every now and then. I've played against Fubar Duck quite often. There's one player at arcade UFO, name of I knew it. Name of Viet. He's also, or was, a very strong Young player in his time. I think he switched off of Yun in 2012. Also, a guy named Climatize, Climatize EX. He might be running around. You might have seen him on live. Met him on live. He was, if you watched Cross Counter's Rise of the Web Warrior tournament, he was the guy that made it to the finals on the first tournament and didn't show up. So he's also a very good young player. Oh! That's how you keep your points. You just quit when people are beating you. Wow. 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 Can you believe this guy? The gumption. I don't believe what I have witnessed. I am offended. Ranked 500 and second for Yuns, and you quit out of a game. Wolfcrone didn't quit when he lost to me. He took his loss like a man. And then he proceeded to beat me 7 more times after that. But the one time I beat him, he didn't rage quit. Just because you're a good player with a lot of points doesn't mean you should be rage quitting. Not to mention, it's not like I'm going to take that many from you. I'm not some person with 500 who's going to steal 1,000 of your points. Not to mention, they're just points. I dropped down to 600 when I switched to Evil Ryu. Like, just... it's not a huge deal. They are an indicator of how good you are, but they are not all important. Like, I just... Whew, I can't believe that. I can't believe. He mad. He mad, and I am sorry I've just had you sitting here looking at this screen, but it's like, I am in shock. I am literally in shock about what I just witnessed. Here I was having a grand old time talking about all the good Yun players I've played. It's not like that guy was a bad Yun. Obviously, he had you know, the credibility behind him. Of course, maybe he just quits out of every game. But I didn't seem like a terrible Yun player. But as I was mentioning, I have a lot of very good Yun experience. I've played a lot of very strong Yuns in my day. I know how the matchup goes. I didn't really talk about it because I was too busy explaining why I know the matchup, but I mean, you got to see that obviously I know it. And not to mention, he got nerfed in 2012, so he's not nearly as scary. I mean, he's still scary, but he's not nearly as scary. And that guy just quits, man. He's got gall. Well, I'm sorry to leave you on that note. At least you got to see the epic beatdown that was occurring until he just Alt F4'd the game there. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully this is helping. Again, I always appreciate your viewership, and I hope that I am enticing people to play Guy, or am leveling up the game of people that do play Guy. And if not, hopefully you're just having fun watching me play against people. I don't know. I mean, yeah. So, gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so, like, brain dead, but it's like, I'm still in shock from that. I just can't believe what I just witnessed. That is just disrespectful. That is just wrong. I'm not going to say I've never rage quit on people, but, I mean, every time it happens to you, it's like, oh, wow. So, yeah. Anyway, good games. Hope we learned some things, and tune in next time, where goodness knows what's gonna happen. You know, I thought we'd seen it all with the Gens and the Hakans and all the madness that we'd see. I thought we'd seen it all, but then we saw one of the best Yuns on PC rage quitting. So there you go. Always tune in because you never know what's gonna happen next.